Hey guys, welcome back to Vanguard Motor Sales. I'm Greg, and this is a 58 Impala Convertible with a 348 and a 6-pack on it. Probably one of the nicest restorations I've ever seen. It's an amazing vehicle, and you're gonna love checking it out. So go to our website at vanguardmotorsales.com. We'll put it up on the lift so you can see how beautiful the bottom side is. We're gonna pop the hood, take a look at that 348 and that 6-pack. We're gonna look at that tri-colored interior. We're gonna show you everything you wanna see so you can make a great decision on your Impala investment. So come on up and let's fire it up for you now. So check this beauty out, man. The chrome on the front is amazing. The grille looks good. Everything looks practically brand spanking new. All the emblems, the bezels on the headlights, the bezels around the marker lights, the bumper itself, and look at that black paint job, and look at the way the hood fits. It is straight as an arrow, nice and flush. Beautiful reflections in here. I tell you, you could shave in that reflection. It's beautiful. The spears going down the sides are in beautiful shape. The hubcaps are in beautiful shape. The rocker moldings look good. The doors lined up nice with the front fender. All the stainless around the windshield looks good. The chrome on the vent window looks good. The chrome on the door handle also looks good. All of this stainless is in beautiful shape. And check out those door jambs. Everybody knows I love my door jambs. Look at how nice and clean that is. The rubber's been replaced. The armrest looks good. The paint work and all the vinyl work in here look good. We do have electric windows on this car. The front door jamb there is nice and clean. Carpeting looks great. Steering wheel looks awesome. All the paint work on the dash, all the chrome on the dash, the lenses on the gauges, the faces on the gauges. Everything about the car is beautiful. All the upholstery on the seats looks great. Now, if you go to our website at vanguardmotorsales.com, you'll be able to see pictures of the car with the top up so you can get an idea of what it looks like with the top up. The top is brand new too. Look at that, we've even got instructions on how to run the transmission. Isn't that cool? And the black paint on the car is phenomenal. Just straight as can be. These 58s are probably the most popular model of these cars. It is so badass. Then we've got the Continental kit. Everybody's looking for those 3 tail lights. All the trim here looks good. Now we got a lever here that unlatches the Continental kit, folds forward so you can get in the trunk. Works real nice and slick. Inside the trunk, look at that. Looks brand spanking new in there. The rubber mat, we do have there is a jack in there. Of course, the spare is mounted back here on the Continental cat. There's plenty of room in there. You get 3 or 4 people into the drive-in in that thing. Bottom side of the deck lid looks nice, and it's all nicely painted. The jack instructions are there. Fold this back. Oh, there it goes, nice and easy. Look down the side of it. Straight as can be. The door fits good. All the trim over here also looks beautiful. The car's amazing, guys. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we've got about 235 cars today, and we bring in about 40 new ones every month. Now I'm involved in buying every one of those cars, so what that means to you is you're getting my 35 plus years of experience in the muscle car industry, helping you pick out your dream car. All right, guys, my new favorite car, 58 Impala Convertible, black car, rotisserie restored, tri-power, 348. What an amazing machine this is. Look at that. Driving with one finger, guys. This baby is sweet. Even negotiating the turns with one finger. Sun's out, tops down, Impala's out. This thing's sweet, guys. We can deliver it anywhere in the world. You just give us a call at 248-974-9513. Tom will tell you just how easy that is. If you need help with financing, we got you covered there too. We got about 3 bankers we're working with right now. 15-20 minute phone call to the banker and this baby is in your driveway. You can fill it out online too at vanguardmotorsales.com. Look at that dash. Speedo's working, looks like the temp gauge is working, fuel gauge is working. And I tell you what, this combo's working. Black top down 58. And look on the dash right here. See what that says? Impala Positraction. That thing is so cool. I tell you what, the radio's making an AM noise too. You know how that AM radio is. Now at Vanguard Motor Sales, we're open 6 days a week. And we'd love to have you come out and check out this car or one of our other cars we have in stock. We bring in about 40 new cars every month, so we've always got something new coming in. You never know what I'll find next. This was one beautiful car in the day, and it is a beautiful car today. Driving, I mean, just amazing. Driving like my daily driver, I'll tell you. Where do you want to go? Let's go to Florida. It's sun shining in Florida. Let's head out right now. I'd drive this dude to Florida. She's amazing. Now we're gonna do something here in a minute that nobody else in the industry does. We're gonna pop this beautiful car up on the lift so you can see just how nice the bottom side is. Then we're gonna pop the hood open. We're gonna take a look at that tri-power and that 348 setup. She's just driving like a dream. No hands on the wheel, stopping, driving down the road. Look at that. Stopping from about 40 miles an hour, didn't even touch the wheels, stopped straight as an arrow. Now here's our shop right here at 15100 Keel Street. Now we're gonna get it up on the lift right now so you can check out the bottom side, then we're gonna pop the hood and see what's making the power.
Okay guys, this is the underside of our 1958 Impala. Extremely clean. This car, of course, you hear me talk about the frame separation with the primer underside, and once again, this is one of those cars, which means it was restored right. Of course, brand new gas tank, no big surprise. The frame on this thing is beautifully painted. You can see here that we've got like looks like the primer type underside, which is a little bit nicer than probably what this was originally. Of course, you know, you didn't have this kind of definition. They were just sending these things down the line. But this is a very, very nice job on this, and of course it's all solid. I can see all the pinch welds under here. I mean, this is basically like a brand new 1958 Impala. See here, looks like a brand new stainless steel gas line, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like brand new sending unit wires here for your brand new looking sending unit and your gas tank. Brand new straps, no big surprise. Brand new exhaust. Of course, frame continuing to look good. Brand new shocks. I mean, it's, like I said, basically a brand new car with a couple of tasteful upgrades, such as you also have stainless brake lines as well. This is just the original type rear end that would be in this car, right around a 342 gear ratio. So it's an okay cruiser. You could maybe hop it up, do about 55, 60 with it comfortably. But you know, it'll get around. It's not super steep like a 430 or something like that. It is indeed an open rear end. Drum brakes on either side of this axle. Of course, Vanguard here, we are drum brake experts. We deal with more drum brakes than we do disc brakes. We know how they're supposed to go together, all bakes, all models. So you can be assured that these brakes, when they're checked out by us, they're going to be right. Another note on the rear end here is I do believe this to be the original rear end for the car, this being a 1958 automobile. It has a late 1957 casting date on the rear end, which is implicatory of it being the correct rear end for the car. Of course, U-joint looks like it's been replaced like really recently. It looks like it's freshly greased, in good shape. Same thing with the drive shaft, which does have a nice paint job on it. All the bushings in the 3/4 link rear end, all that's in good shape. Coilovers holding it up in the rear, and of course they do look new. Moving forward on our X-frame, you can see that it's, of course, this is how they were built back in the day. Very, very cool. Of course, all looks like it's in really good shape, very original looking welds. Nothing looks like it's been changed on it. Exhaust, of course, continuing to look good all the way forward. This is where they put the mufflers on these things. Very, very cool. Original type mufflers on it. And at this point here, have you guys just take a look at this floorboard. This is how the whole underside of this car looks. And it almost looks as if it's not only just primer, but it looks like they have a clear coat over it, which is additional rust protection. This is the kind of car that you would want to slide mirrors under it if you took it to a car show. You could jack the front end up if you really wanted to park it somewhere and really show it off. This is the one that you'd want to do that to. This car is absolutely immaculate underneath. One of the nicest, if not the nicest one that I've seen. This is going to be a Powerglide transmission, which is a 2-speed automatic. Now, I do believe the actual transmission itself to be, this part of the transmission to be correct for the car. It is a late 1957 casting. However, the bell housing section of it right here, or the frontmost section, I don't believe to be original. I believe this transmission obviously has been gone through at some point, given the way it looks. But that's enough about that. Moving forward of that, of course, brand new looking starter, brand new stainless steel transmission lines on this, no big surprise. Once again, exhaust continuing to look original type, but of course it's all been redone. Bushings in our front control arms that do look to be new for the car. Of course, they're in excellent shape, most likely done when the lower control arms were reconditioned. Brand new shocks, brand new spring, brand new ball joints, brand new tie rod ends, adjusting sleeves. All of this stuff is greasable. The front end feels nice and tight. And of course, we go through all of our cars here at Vanguard. And of course, I'd like to also point out that we have a digital alignment rack here with all these cars loaded into it. These cars get set up just how they should be from the factory when you get these cars. Outside of all that, I would like to point out that another tasteful upgrade that has been done on this car, we have disc brakes on this thing. And if you come around here to the side, you can see these are actually drilled and slotted rotors as well, along with looks like a modern GM caliper, relatively modern, probably 70s, 80s make. Looks almost like a Camaro one, honestly. Bottom side of our radiator looks like it's in good shape. Lower radiator hose looks like it's in nice shape. Up in here, this is a lot of spot where you'd get a lot of rot underneath this radiator valance here. As you can see, there's no even pitting on it. Very, very nice. I have nothing to complain about underneath this car. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's check out wheels and tires. All right, guys, for wheels and tires, we do have the original type hubcap, along with, let me see here, Coker Classic white walls, which looks very, very good for this car. Very tasteful, very period for it. 205/75 R14, meaning this to be an R14 rim. Let's go check out the rear. All right, guys, for tire size back here, it's the same as the front, so these are fully rotatable, 205/75 R14. Same good looking hubcap back here. This car does have the Continental package on it, so you can see it's got the covers here for your wheel well, and then on the back it's got the big old Hank and spare tire. Let's go check out the 348 underneath the hood. All right, guys, this is a 348 cubic inch Chevy, I guess you would call this big block. I don't know exactly what they would refer to this as, but 408, 409 style, or excuse me, 348, 409 style motor. Now this I do believe to be the original motor for the car, based on the fact that this is a 1958 only passenger car engine. We did decipher that by the casting number on the back, and the suffix code comes up as a 1958 passenger car suffix code. Now, I do believe that this carburetor setup, which is very tasteful, pretty awesome. This is a 3 Rochester 2-jet carburetor setup, so it would be like a 6-pack style setup. I believe this to be added. The suffix code tells me this is originally a 4-barrel engine, but very, very nicely upgraded, very tasteful. And of course, this does have the progressive linkage on it. There's none of that vacuum crap on this. This is actually, when you stab the pedal, all these things open now. Outside of all of that, the hoses are in excellent shape on this motor. I'd even like to say that they even have like the little tabs for your valve covers. They even have the correct Phillips head screws on it and all that sort of stuff. All good stuff on this. Original type air cleaner on it. Very, very nice. Something else I'd like to say, we have power brakes here. As you saw underneath, we do have power discs on the front, but we do have an upgraded master cylinder, dual well master cylinder on this. So you have an upgraded safety thing going on there. Stainless lines continuing to go on up here, even with a modern proportioning block. We do have on this thing a old school style generator on this. Now, this is a 1958 model, so 12 volt had been around for a couple of years. So this is a 12 volt battery. You don't have to worry about any of the 6 volt stuff, but very nice. We do have power steering on this car as well. Looks like a more modern style power steering pump on it, so much more readily available. And it does look to be a modern power steering box, or more so modern power steering box that's on it. At least, obviously, it's been replaced. Looks like a brand new voltage regulator on the thing, brand new horn relay. As you can see, the fender wells on this are in really nice shape. They even went to the trouble of actually replacing or actually getting brand new the little flaps that cover your control arms on this as well, which is also a big positive. It even has the sound deadening or the heat shielding underneath the hood here, all the factory stuff that holds it down. All very nice stuff on this. Battery hold down doing its job. Looks like they even have the GM radiator hoses on it. Heat choke all seems to work for this carburetor setup, which looks to be the correct one for the car. It's all seems to be properly plumbed, properly installed. Overall, very, very nice job restoring this car. I'm sure this thing is an absolute rocket ship as far as this carburetor and engine setup goes. I mean, just extremely cool, wonderful piece of automotive history. And once again, it's got a tri-power on a 348. That's just absolutely awesome. If you got a 50s car back in the day and you wanted to go fast, if you wanted a 50 Chevy, this is probably what you're going to want to have. So that all that being said, guys, give Tom a call at the number below and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this Impala in your driveway.